In a Gallup poll conducted in May of 2017, Americans were asked to rate our moral values. 81% said only fair or poor. 77% say that U.S. moral values are getting worse. New opinion polls say that younger Americans are leaving the church. Like ancient Rome, some are saying America has lost its way, and so we are no longer the greatest nation on earth. Certainly, we've seen a rise in broken families and an unraveling of our society. We raise our young people in our churches, but then we send them out into the world which seeks to absorb them and rob them of their distinctiveness, just as the Babylonians did to the Jews centuries ago. What can people of faith do to help reverse these trends? First, we must remember that people still seek spiritual truth. But today's cosmopolitan, multicultural, postmodern society doesn't want to do church like it was done years ago. First, let's consider the words of Isaiah 43:18-19, where it says, "Forget the former things, do not dwell on the past. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? I am making a way in the wilderness and streams in the wasteland." The Jews of Jesus' day had made God's word into some sort of jigsaw puzzle. He came to speak in parables, to bring the dry bones of the Old Testament alive so that the people of his day could understand the good news of the gospel. We've done the same in our day. We've failed to put God's living word into new wineskins, to communicate his timeless word to a modern world. Today's church ministry environments have all sorts of subdivisions. In some cases, their individual ministries may be in competition with each other. We need to create a vehicle which all ministries can climb aboard and move in the same direction to fulfill God's kingdom vision. The question is, how do we do that? We must refocus on God's kingdom vision for our church or ministry. We need to ask, have we made doing ministry about edging God out? Have we made it about our egos? Here's the key. Remember how Jesus said you can't put new wine into old wineskins? For us, that means that everyone must cooperate to pursue God's kingdom vision, not compete with each other over their little respective corners. Let me put this another way. Are you nothing more but an overgrown germ that climbed out of a gelatinous sea of amino acids, or are you here on a mission from God? The Blues Brothers didn't hesitate. They answered, yes, we're on a mission from God. But even the Blues Brothers knew that God wasn't calling them to do it alone. They knew they needed to first put the band back together. And that's what we need to do. Not act as solo evangelists, but work in our local churches and ministries to become God's hands and feet to redeem a lost culture. Pursuing your mission from God is designed to help each of us put the pieces of our respective mission from God puzzles together. We'll do this by exploring 4 topics. First, the cost of discipleship. Second, building community and creating teams. Third, training up leaders God's way. And fourth, building a vehicle to go to the other side of the hill. Let's pursue our mission from God together. Who knows, but perhaps God has called you and your congregation to help redeem the culture right where you live.